Coming up, it's a series the visiting Texans have dominated, having won 13 of the last 15 over the Jags, including 7 straight. Can Jacksonville snap the streak? We'll find out next.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led by their 4th-year quarterback out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 54 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mayfield's throw taken in there by Crowder. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, the former #1 overall pick of the draft, Jared Goff.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On first down, it's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The numbers for Woods last week: 3 catches, 76 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Goff now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. And meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Slayton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and 4. Here's a give to Mixon. A little juke. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield on play action. Able to find Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Edmonds. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Goff on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Running left, Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. The dangerous Tyler Lockett. Well, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A handoff to Mixon, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Goff now looks to throw. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. That'll give him 8 that time. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Goff. Got a man, Slayton. And he's taken down inside the 30.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Matt Ioannidis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Goff. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First down, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On third down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. From the 35 on second down, Goff, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
2nd and 6.
Now Goff. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Goff on 3rd down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
The option to give to Taylor here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Mayfield now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Andrews.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Goff. A screen to Bell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give to Taylor. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now Mayfield. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Kerr. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw is Goff. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a handoff. Edwards. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. The Goff's throw here complete to Kelsey.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Goff. Completes it to Lee. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon, and he stopped immediately there.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Mayfield. And this a quick slant to Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So that one will be accepted. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll give this only up to about the 35. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Able to find Higgins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Mayfield on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mayfield now. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
these guys are running offense like you drive, the pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Left side complete to Lockett. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Yeah, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Here's Goff. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Finding Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's brought down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Lee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. One last throw here for Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Down down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Jacksonville, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.